to my church.
Can you see mine? Wait, let me see.
Hold
Here we
on.
go.
No,
I
I
can't see
just do it
nobody.
for regular.
Y'all see it
Everybody went
counting
away.
down.
Yeah.
Oh,
That means you count down to recording or to show start. Oh,
That means we recording now. We live.
all right.
Okay, let me show.
bingo, we got action.
I do.
What's her name?
Say it loud. She
Don
like
J.
to
Did you see
proud.
my? You see my? Yeah, my Black History Month.
I do. I meant to put mine on, but I was
Well,
sidetracked, honey.
we've been recording, so we just gonna start. Come on in. Just come on in, y'all. I don't even know what to say tonight. Just come on in. Just come on in. This is your girl Sailor, and y'all are in the living room. I can't even get it right tonight. Just hey, y'all, because y'all ain't acting right. Just hey, just
Laugh.
Hey,
hey.
Hey
So,
y'all.
as you
Hey.
guys can notice, these are the cousin crew, and I'm your girl Sayla, and you are in the Living Room podcast, and this is the dialogue series, and this episode is the Living Cousins. Now, what they don't know is why they were showing their boobs and their glasses. I had hit record, so that's all gonna be on it.
Don't do us like that.
And
You
I
sure
did them
don't.
like that because I've been telling them for 5 minutes to be quiet, and they wouldn't. So, Key Stubb. Oh, did I say you know your name anyway?
Yes. See.
I'm sorry.
She already messed up.
Yup.
you
Yeah.
on mute.
Who on mute?
Who on mute?
Oh, I thought you was talking shit, Sailor.
we already like
Okay,
we don't have to
so to
start
my
again.
listening
Take two.
audience, this episode is the cousin crew. Let's just do a brief introduction. Don Jason, this is not your first time in the living room. You know, you're not new to this. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let them know who Don J is and who are you in
Don Day,
the
not
other.
new to this. I'm true to this. I'm the cousin crew, self-elected leader.
What?
The self-elected
Okay,
leader of the cousin crew. Yep, it was a
interesting.
self-nomination. I voted myself in. Oh, okay.
And
And
okay,
we allow it. We allow it. We do
We
Yeah.
it.
definitely allow it.
We let her be the boss because she want to be.
Noel,
I
the
remember the
one and
transition.
only Noel. Who is Noel? Noel.
Hey, Noel in the house. Nope, I'm just the one and only. You want to know anything? Ask me. I may tell you, may not tell you. It all depends on who you are. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, well, Key, who
A
is
little
you?
sassy though.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm Key. So technically, I am the boss, but I operate through Don J. So we here. No, don't make that face. We here. So if I have an idea, I let her announce it to the group because she the boss. That's how we do it.
But you
So
really
just
the
for
boss, right?
clarification, the way the only reason they do that because they feel like I'm the mean person. I don't know why, how I got that stigma. They feel like I'm mean
You,
and I'll say or
You don't know
present
how.
no matter what. I don't. Okay.
you know how.
Oh no.
She know how. Mika, who is Mika? What's up, Mika?
I'm Mika. I'm the youngest of the bunch, and I try to be a peacekeeper mostly. Because
Yeah.
they on the 10 all the time. I don't think they know which
Stay on
like
10. They stay on 10. And
oh
y'all, this is my cousin crew outside of Don J. Now, let me tell y'all about these folks, and then we're going to talk about this living cousins. These my favorites. Now, to my other cousins, I love them too, really, 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 really much. But this crew right here is like my crew. And I'll tell you why. Them two at the bottom, they just gonna go to they just
Do we do what we do like this or is it
yeah,
like
you can
this?
do this. So when I was
oh you
like,
oh
when
stop
I
it
was
stop it
really out there,
you
laying
had to
hands
ask
and
oh
slapping
don't do
oil
it.
on people and stuff like that and praying them down, these two at the bottom have loved me no matter what stage of life I have been in. So I'm telling the whole world, I love these two at the bottom. Seriously. Like when I was there, they loved me. When I wanted to be, wanted to see what the world was like, they encouraged me to go on out there and do that too. Especially this one over here. No, well, you be all right. You go. Ain't nobody gonna know.
Nobody will know unless you tell
Oh
it.
Nobody
my
will
god.
know. These is my I'm broke. Can you give me some money and don't tell nobody? Two at the bottom.
I got you.
They got me like these are I love these too. And then Mika, oh my gosh, Mika was my baby doll. Like I used to just go down her house and comb her hair and just her mama used to just let me treat her like a baby doll. And then y'all know y'all got Don Jay. Y'all done seen that episode that she just came in, took over, and I mean I never saw that side of Don Jay in my life. I was like, who is this? She just came out the door popping. This me, I'm a Capricorn. So I had to have my cousins on the in the podcast on the living room, and we just gonna talk about living cousins, what it's like to be us. You know, one of the things we always say, and I was talking to our other cousins earlier, y'all, DK and T Camp. Now I'm gonna hope
Oh
that we don't
Lord.
get shadow banned with that episode. I'm just gonna say we might have to re-record that episode after I listen to it, cause baby.
I already know DK was on one.
Babe, DK, I ain't even gonna tell you, but DK gonna be president. T Kemp shut us all down, told us mind our business, drink our water, and mind it again. So I'm just telling y'all, I'm not sure that one. I'm gonna have to probably record that one. But you know what? One of the things that we always talk about as cousins is that for us, it is normal, but for other people, it's not. Like that's the biggest thing. We always say, like, we think this is just normal,
Yeah.
liking each other and wanting to be around each other until we get around other people. We like, y'all don't like each other. So I just want to talk. So I'm gonna let whoever want to jump in. Now, Key said we were having happy hour, so let's go ahead and salute. Lou, what you drink? I mean, Mika, what you drinking?
Why you gotta put her on
Get
blast
all these
like that?
names
For
right.
real.
Put her on blast
It's a
like that.
it's a blackberry lemonade with vodka. Hold the vodka.
Vodka, the vodka.
Wait, blackberry. Hold the vodka.
Hold the vodka.
No vodka at all.
So you drinking blackberry lemonade?
Basically.
You just had to
Oh,
But
you
look
just had to
at
tell
her
the
eye,
world, huh?
but y'all look at her eyes. She really got her eyes tight, like she
Yeah,
really.
they tight. You know that's the Asian in me though. You know I got a little Asian, so that's a little Asian.
you do not have no Asian in you.
I am two
At
percent
all.
Asian. You do not know my DNA. I am 2%
On
Asian
your daddy's side.
on my daddy's side.
'Cause I'm just saying.
Granny was an
We know it ain't
Indian.
on your mama's side.
Wait,
Granny
Granny
was
was
an
what?
Indian. Uh-huh.
Who told you that lie?
Granny said
Granny.
she was an Indian. So Granny told me that life is a lie.
Well, I
She
have no
talked.
Native American in my blood, so I didn't pick
Wait,
up
now
that
I'm gonna
from
tell you what cracked me up. April, I'm sorry. Shit. Okay. Noelle, you got a
Huh?
grandbaby, right?
Oh. She on the other
So
side of the
Noelle
family.
I
has a
love
grandbaby. Don Jay said, "Who this goddamn grandbaby?"
what baby.
But I was thinking the same
Wait, y'all,
thing.
let me try to get it together. Cause the grandbaby was white.
Literally.
It was the baby doll.
Look,
You said, your
You
post
gotta
said
tell the
what we was
story.
all
You and
thinking.
Don Jay
What
gotta
the
tell that
hell?
story. I had to screenshot that. That cracked me up with
so
What's her
how this
name?
comes
Rosie?
about? We went to Colorado. My nephew was like, "Hey, April, well, whatever. Hey, Noel, what do uh Avery want for Christmas?" And I was like, "She really don't need anything because we still have birthday gifts here." And I said, "Well, just buy her a doll, right?" My nephew, he is half African American and half white, but his wife is all the way black. We open up the dial. Of course, we don't see color because my brother-in-law is white, so we don't see color. And it's just like,
Yeah.
okay, I got this white baby. You should have saw us coming through the airport, and I'm holding Rose, and I'm like, Avery, you need to get Rose, and I'm like, I can't have you and Rose. And she talking about, well, Mama, you need to hold your grandbaby, and everybody looking at us like we crazy. And I'm like, I don't want this baby in this airport. So that's where Rose come from. So my nephew, he's mixed. And my
Mhm.
brother-in-law defended it,
He did.
Don Jay. He told
Don
us
Jay,
it
what you
came from
say in
his
that
side.
comment?
So it wasn't yours or Avery's. I don't know. It wasn't even mixed. That was a pure white baby.
But it's what you said. You said, who this goddamn baby belongs to?
No, she said, who is this white baby? Who Gigi white baby is this? That's
And
what she
then he
said.
said, it's on my side of the family.
I said,
Yeah,
oh, well,
it's on
that made sense. That they both want baby. I was like,
And
oh
that was your reply. That made sense.
yeah.
She gonna go
It
there
makes
right
sense.
now.
So we
It
do not
tickled
see
my whole
color.
soul. Huh?
Mhm.
So let's talk about it. What y'all think? Let's to the world. What people looking inside. What y'all think about us growing up cousins? What was that like to grow up and be us? Us, I
Guilty,
almost said, huh?
built-in best friend.
That's it. Yep. Built
That's
in
Yep.
it.
best
Making
friends.
best friends. Yep.
That is it.
I
Really?
Yeah.
cared to make friends because my cousins were my friends.
And
Right.
still your friends to this day.
Yeah.
To this
Who's
day.
best friends? Okay, what's the crew? Who's the best friend crew?
I think we're all best friends. There's
Yeah.
different
Right.
levels.
Different
Yeah.
There's
levels.
levels. So Lou is like my little sister, and
Yeah.
and then Don is like listen, Don, we finna do this. And then April is
Y'all remember
like,
y'all took my car
man,
down there? Y'all remember y'all did
that's
that?
why I said. And guess who's
Yeah, let me
Rose?
y'all. Yeah, they ain't always been good. They gonna ask me to borrow my car.
But
Listen,
guess what? Believe it or not, Mika, weren't you and I the good girls at one point?
At one time, I felt like we really were.
Because we
I
didn't really
think
So what are
drink,
y'all saying?
party
right,
too
April.
hard. We
We didn't
always had
party a
a
lot because
sober
we
mind.
took.
Yeah, me and
But
Mika
what
was
are
really
y'all
the
saying?
good ones.
So me and April were the clubbers. We party. We were the parties. We
And
partied.
drinkers. Y'all were the bigger drinkers than us.
yeah.
Listen, Margarita Monday, Taco Tuesday, way back Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Friday, Saturday, rest on Sunday, and start it over again.
Start all
So we
over
did
again.
kicking.
Me and
We
Mika,
did
we were
kicking.
not like that. We didn't drink like that. We didn't party
No,
like that.
no.
We would be, even when we used to go on our family trips, we used to always say, we got one night and then
Yeah.
we're going to be
Hmm.
back. We were just, we were the good ones.
So you mentioned family trips. What was that like? Because most people
Oh
don't
my,
don't have that. So when you drop these little bombs or these nuggets, you got to tell people like what was that like? What was a family trip? Who did it? Why we did it? And what was that like
explain
going
family
on?
trips, Mika. Mika is
Man.
also our historian
Oh,
Yeah.
me.
so you explain the function
The
of the
family
family trip.
trip.
I mean, it's the Stubbs getting a bus, a 56 passenger bus. Us all getting on this bus and
Filling
going,
it up.
yes,
Mhm.
and picking our destination, whether it be Gatlinburg, Tennessee, Savannah,
Cause that's
Georgia,
where Big Granny wanted to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Mexico, because we did go to Mexico one year.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, for the
Don't talk
wedding.
about Mexico. Don't you do that.
Don, that's when you
Why?
crossed over. Wait, that's when you crossed over to the other
That's when
side.
Don became the
What?
leader.
That's when I
Welcome to
took
this
over
side,
when I
Don.
became
No,
the
me
president
and
of the country
you.
in
I
Mexico.
want to know about Mexico because I don't know nothing about
South President.
Mexico.
So the
Oh
Don
my
previous
crossed
God.
over.
I ain't talking about Mexico.
No, what?
Mexico, then
Somebody tell me about
elected on
Mexico.
spot. I was elected on spot, right? Then we voted out the previous president, and they elected me in on spot.
I don't even
On
know if it was a
spot.
vote other than this is what we doing.
I-
And I was like, okay, yeah, sure.
and y'all ain't going, Lou. We
Now
wasn't
me,
We was
going.
going.
And wait,
while we was there, we had to put folks in the headlock and strong arm them, but we took control and leadership, and we did what we had to do there.
but wait, what did
What?
the older cousins say when they asked them, y'all going? They say we can't go. Like, that's right. That's right. You better not.
And how was we
Look
look?
for me, you wanted to go.
We was
Oh
going.
well.
We were
Too
committed to
bad.
going.
We had to tell Mika and Noel, now y'all sit down and shut up. Let us do
Sit
this.
down. Don't say nothing else.
Y'all
Don't
trying to
say
be
nothing.
No,
diplomatic
Noel, your favorite
and
thing
be
is
nice
shut
and
them
all
lips.
that. Stop skinning and grinning in folks' face. Sit down. Now
There
we
you
running this.
go.
Y'all know we
And they like, but,
non-confrontational and want to
but,
keep the
Right.
peace.
sit down. Sit down.
And guess
Sit
what we
down.
did? I ain't gonna
Okay,
lie. Guess what
best
we
trip.
did? We
Who
wouldn't
had the?
sit
What was the
down.
best trip? One at
The
a
best
The
time.
best
family trip?
Best family trip, and
Ooh,
why?
wow.
Hmm.
Come on, Key, you go first.
Savannah.
Why?
Savannah. Because we was making it rain in the club and picking up the money. We had our own section. They was giving shout outs to Mayflower. She escorted us back to the hotel. Dutch
Wait,
got
who?
shot. Wait.
PT.
yeah.
She was the only person sober enough to get us back to the hotel. Dutch got shot in the lobby. The lady at the front desk told her, "You got to get him out of here." Then we lost Dutch and went to load up the bus the next day, and he was not there. So we could not leave until we found. So Savannah, we went hard in Savannah.
In
That was my
What?
Savannah?
favorite.
Oh
You would
yeah, we
never think
partied in
it, but
Savannah.
we
All
Yeah.
right,
did.
Noel, what was your favorite cousin's trip? Oh, family trip and why?
Either Savannah, and I would say Mexico, but the whole family didn't go, but that did turn into the family trip.
Hmm.
Mexico, I had a ball. Like we
Yeah.
had a one of our aunties smoking cigars with the kids, take a shot with the kids. We
Yeah.
had a ball in
Yeah.
Mexico. It was a good trip,
Mhm.
even though we got strong armed by the two leaders. I don't know, but other than that, it was good.
All right, Mexico. Don J, what was your favorite family trip and why?
I don't think I can just pinpoint a favorite. They all had those memorable moments, and for different
Yeah.
reasons. And,
Yeah.
for Gatlinburg stands out for me for Uncle G because I remember him being in the club with
Oh,
us. So that
The
Yeah.
one
fireball
stands
shots.
out. It's just different stand out for
Fireball.
different reasons. And so I can't just pinpoint one. But yeah, Mexico was definitely a ball. But I mean, there was not one that was not, when you left, when we came back, was like, man, that was the best trip ever. Each time
Mm-hmm.
we said
Mhm.
that was the best trip ever.
Yeah,
So
we
they was
did.
all the best trips ever.
Yeah, they all
right.
were. They all.
Mika, what's yours?
Well,
I'm kind of with Don. I think they all kind of serve their purpose. So even when we went to like
yeah.
St. Louis, going to the taking our uncle to was it Bush, Anheuser Busch, and
Yeah, I
Hmm.
remember
Oh
enjoying
that.
that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like that
Yeah,
was a really wonderful experience, and just to see him excited about that, or Gatlinburg.
yeah,
That's what my granny wanted to go. Nobody wanted to go to
yeah,
Gatlinburg. We're like, what the heck are we
No.
gonna do in Gatlinburg? But going
yeah,
there and like you said, we just kind of turned up there and let me see, probably Savannah. It was a very interesting trip, but that was a great one. But it's always the fact that we all together, and so I think that's
yeah.
what mattered the most to me. Anytime we were going on a family trip, it just as long as we were all together and enjoying ourselves.
Right.
Right.
And
It was
we're
never
always
just the
together. That's
destination.
one of the
It was just
things.
everybody that was together. It wasn't about the destination. It was that we
Yeah.
were all
Mhm.
together.
Together.
We can make
Yeah.
anything fun. Like that's the beauty of us. We were talking about earlier with the other ones that and T Camp had mentioned this. He's like, anytime we're together, it's a good time. Like we don't need a
Mhm.
destination. Like
Right.
for us, it's just whether it's the 4th of July. I think back to the 4th, how and I was saying to them, I said, we didn't even have a lot, but I didn't know we didn't have a lot because the aunties and the uncles always made everything just seem grand. The uncles
Hmm.
always
Mhm.
bought fireworks. That was their thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We always had big cookouts. And so for me, it was just like T Camp said it. He said, we just always together. Now, the first time I really got to enjoy one, because y'all know I was loving Jesus and slapping oil back in the early days. I still love Jesus. I don't even, but I ain't gonna go into it. I done learned to balance. I've learned how to balance the thing out. So my first real trip, believe it or not, I know y'all went to Vegas as a cousin trip, is when we went to Jamaica. I think it was
Oh,
Mm.
Jamaica.
okay.
Key,
Yeah.
Oh,
you didn't
wow.
make that
Yeah.
one.
Mm-mm.
But we went to Jamaica and it wasn't just cousins, it was cousins and then it was our kids. And just that was like my first like real one that I could actually enjoy just because of how I live my life. Then not only did I was just doing that, I was broke back in the day too. Super
Yeah.
broke. I mean just
Mm.
broke. But I had a good time. So
Yeah.
let's talk about that. How our family has kept us together. Like for them, and we talked about that earlier, like legacy is not just what you're passing down in terms of jobs is even passing down these type of things. Like we do coffee at your house. You have a house in Arkansas. Key, we went back this Christmas and we went back to the basement. Y'all remember them basement parties
Yeah. The
that we used
basement
to have?
party.
Our
Yeah.
grandmother is been dead, or I call it beyond the veil, what, 3-4 years now, and we still go to her house
Mhm. Yeah.
like she
Yep.
lived there. I told somebody, I
Yeah.
said, "Oh, we on our way up to my big granny." They said, "But I thought you said your big granny was dead."
And I still say that. Big Granny House. We're going to Big Granny House.
I
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did.
I say it. I
I
say
was
it.
at
I'm at
home and they
Granny.
was like, "Where you at?"
Yeah,
And I'm
I'm
like,
sure.
"Oh, I'm at my big granny's." They was like, "Didn't you say your big granny was?" "Oh yeah, she's been dead for a while, like some
She died in
years." But we
2022.
so
20,
what
Yeah.
do y'all?
yeah.
I want to hear from each one of y'all. Like, what was it actually like? Like just being growing up all together? I know Key, you guys were in LA, but your dad, all y'all always came to the country. Like y'all knew who we were because your dad made sure that y'all came. We
Mhm.
were around us. So even though y'all were far away, Uncle Junior gonna get y'all to Arkansas. All y'all, the whole
Mhm.
family. So
Which is kind of
I want to
unique
hear
because
from
it's the
each one of
dad
y'all.
side,
Like, what is
it
it?
usually don't
What
happen
was
like
it
that.
like growing up like this?
That's
Mika,
true.
you
It's
can
the
go
dad's
first.
side.
So for me, like Mika said, it's unique because it's my dad's side. I'm closer, much closer to my cousins on my dad's side because we all grew up together. I think that's one thing. Whatever, I don't know what Granny and Papa did, but their kids love each other.
Other.
So
Mhm.
Yes.
and they gonna ride or die till the wheels fall off. And I
Yeah.
think
Mhm.
from watching them, it trickled down to us. So
Hmm.
I
Mhm.
Right.
may have not grown up. I would come for the summer,
Yeah.
for Christmas. Probably didn't grow up there, but once I went to college, I had my group. And it
Mm-hmm.
Right.
was like they might be 2 hours away, but if I call them, my group is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I go to Little Rock, like everybody is staying in Mayflower, all my friends, because my
Yep,
Yeah.
I
aunties were
remember
like,
that.
come on,
I remember that.
all y'all come. My
Yeah.
auntie is cooking. We at Aunt Sally's house, Aunt Trisha's cooking dinner. Like we're just there. And so I think Herb and I used to always say we didn't realize it growing up, but now that we're adults, it was our family that was weird because most families are
Ah.
not. So we always thought we're like, you don't know your cousins. And you know how people say, like,
Yeah.
well, that's your cousin. And it's like, that's like my sister. Like, yes, my cousin, but that's
Yeah,
like my sister. Or
yeah.
that's my aunt. But yeah, that's my mom or my
Hmm.
Mhm.
dad. And they didn't realize that. And so to this day, it's like I look at people and I'm like, yeah, we
We're
different. We
weird.
weird.
Yeah,
We're
we're the
weird
odd
We're
bunch. Yeah.
because
Ah, but
and partners that I've had have said that when they come
Really?
in, they don't get the dynamic. Like
mm.
y'all, you're at your granny's house with all these people, and then you come home and all these people come over. They're like, make it make sense. And it's like, well, we like this. Like, isn't this
Hmm.
normal? But
Yeah.
it's not for everybody. But we love each other.
Each
We
other.
love family
right.
and we love hanging out with each other.
Yeah, we
Think about it.
do.
Right.
Most of our partners come to Arkansas and they not gone outside of Mayflower. They be like, they never take me anywhere in Mayflower other than Mayflower. We get to Mayflower and we don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Right.
know mine. He be like, I don't know what else is in Arkansas other than Mayflower. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I'm terrible. He been in the family for like 10 years and he ain't
And
never
he
been over
still
to
don't know anything
Mayflower.
but Mayflower. But you know
Yeah.
what? I think
But
we're close too. Didn't Noel and Dungy? I want to hear y'all. Our aunties, the siblings, are best friends. Like
Yeah.
you think
that's what I was
about
Mhm.
gonna say.
Noel,
Yeah.
your mama and my mama, them two, they walk every single, like they are
I
all
have to
best friends. I
get on
remember
to our
Mika,
mama
Aunt
because she started
Deborah and
acting
Aunt,
for mama.
huh?
What you say about my mama?
I heard you.
Constantly on my mama tail because she taking on her mama's traits.
No.
Explain her mama traits though.
Don't let her. Don't let her. Cause my mama is. I tell her
My
you ain't just like your mama.
And I say, Mama, that's not you. That ain't Trish talking. That ain't you. You just verbalize what they say. Yeah, you
But
right.
why
You
y'all
right.
call her T baby? Help me understand where T baby
T
came
baby,
from.
T baby is a mess. Now
T
Baby,
baby clown. That's when
T
she put her
baby is.
suit on.
I would say she'll
Yeah.
zip that suit on,
Yeah.
and
She T baby.
T baby the only one with
no,
a suit.
no,
The only one.
we
In
almost
multiple
never
colors,
see
though.
that.
She might have multiple colors of a suit too. She might
But
have
yeah,
multiple colors in the closet.
and she be wanting to have Mama in a suit, and I say, Mama, chill out. That ain't
But here's the thing, T baby ain't gonna hurt nobody.
not she
No.
ain't.
Ain't gonna just all this. And we used to be growing up. I'm like, man, you can't mess with that. And then you learn, hey, Trish ain't gonna hurt nobody. Ain't gonna hurt
At
Now,
a
all.
fly.
All talk,
At
all talk.
all. Yep.
I done saw Wayne. I done see baby gonna get down if she got him.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. T
Cause we were
baby,
gonna beat up one of our aunties.
See baby gonna get down if she got
look,
to.
I ain't gonna lie. T baby used to show up to all of like our games. So me, her, man, she would show up, and if Sally and Deb clown, T baby ain't
She
saying nothing but move if you want to. She's standing
moved.
back there like the Jolly Green Giant, ready to, I mean, ready to pounce.
That's me.
She was ready.
Hey, Noel, y'all remember when y'all? Because I wasn't remember again. I play wasn't cussing back then, and you be like, "You go ahead and cuss. I'll cuss for you." And you and Nikki used to cuss for me because I wouldn't cuss,
We
so
cuss
that
for
I can
Aunt
get it out
Ruby.
my system.
I
We
cuss
tell
for
Aunt Ruby
like
that
yesterday.
now.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ruby, you need me to cuss for you? No. Well, I'm gonna do it
I
anyway.
will.
I'm
You
gonna do it
cuss the
anyway.
shit. My son
April,
told me
you
one day,
cuss for
"Mama, just go
fun.
ahead and do it. You're gonna feel better." And I ain't turned back since. Like I've been
Nope.
feeling good
Do
ever
it.
since then.
Do it.
So Noel, talk about what your experience was, because I like what you said, Key. Because and again, T Camp said that, and I love to see what I'm seeing now, like with Nisha, and how they're now picking up that younger generation, and they're keeping that whole legacy, just
Mm-hmm.
going. I think about even y'all, and this is kind of going off, but even going to the cemeteries, we have an Aunt Rue. She showed our uncles all the different. I mean, and look, Mika, you can probably speak to this, and that's a tradition that y'all have to this day, going with
Right.
Uncle
Mm-hmm.
Kent. What
Yeah.
is it, Memorial Day or
Yep.
whatever one of those holidays
Memorial Day.
is?
Memorial
So
Day.
I
talk
didn't
about
make
that, Mika.
them.
I
I
know
didn't
you
make
know
them.
about that, and speak a little louder so we can hear you. But all the different traditions that the uncles have passed down, and the aunties, and then we're just continuing to keep. But then I also want to know, like, what you thought too about growing up us, and you too, Dylan, Jay, and Noel. But talk about that,
You want
Mika.
Mika or
Mika.
Noel? Mika.
Hell,
Um,
just whoever want to talk. Y'all been talking.
that's true.
Talk about traditions, because again, she the historian. She know all
Hmm.
the
Yeah,
cousins that
you the
we don't know.
historian in the
Yeah.
family.
So
Well,
look,
so we
Luke.
don't even claim.
I
Right.
mean, I guess I've always had a thing for older people, and so because of
Mm-hmm.
that, I always enjoy being around the uncles, the aunts, the great uncles, the great aunts, and just
Mm-hmm.
kind of soaking up whatever they give me. So it's me. But then I got Aunt Deb. So Aunt Deb is that, I guess, that next generation, the generation above me, or yeah, above me, that
Mm-hmm.
has she kind of brought me in early because she was into history, and so she would always talk about, this is the family tree, the credit to credit names changed, and then even on the stuff side, Aunt Ruth, she my grandfather's sister, but it was one of those deals where she get up Memorial Day, she coming from Fort Smith,
Yeah.
and she's gonna
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Kent gonna get up at his house in the morning, and Aunt Ruth sitting on his porch. I'm sorry, sitting on his
Yeah.
porch,
Mm-hmm.
and she's ready to go. Got her black bag full of dollar store flowers, just kind of ready to go. And we all kind of pull up to Uncle Kent's, and April Dunn, yeah, whoever's there, we either
Yeah,
in the
never
truck,
did.
on
It
the
was
back
the
of the
early
truck.
Yeah, I
times.
should
Yeah.
never did it.
Oh, you
Kiasha
didn't
was
do it?
asleep.
Yeah, she was
There you
asleep. She
go.
never did.
That's
Yes.
true.
Kiasha,
That's
that's
true.
that
Y'all
city cat. They
so
sleep till 11, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
listen, that was too early.
But it was
Yes.
just always important to me to make sure I soak that up, because I want us to always know where we came from, who we are,
Mm-hmm.
because our family, y'all think we were close, like they said, the aunts, the great aunts
Yeah.
and uncles, because I think Aunt Ruth was the boss of her group on my on my mom's
Mm-hmm.
grandfather's side. Like, they all is always a boss, whether
Yep.
they
Mm-hmm.
give
Mm-hmm.
themselves a title or however they do it. But it just was always important to me, and that was something that always fascinated me, was learning and being able to have that, write it down, because I write it down, because they didn't write a lot of stuff down. I don't know
Yeah.
what that
Yeah.
was, but I got to that point where I started writing it down. I even videoed my grandma, our grandma, y'all call her Big Granny. I always call her Granny, but I
Granny.
made sure I got a video of her, kind of giving us the history. But that was just always something that interests me, and I loved and enjoyed about family. Down to do I sit on credit family reunion committees and
Yeah.
putting
Yeah.
that together, and none of this is an easy feat, because anytime you're trying to get money out of
Yeah. I think
anybody to pay
our
you out,
cousin
whether it's the
Gary did
stub, the
a good,
credit,
well,
or
we call
whoever
him
it is.
man by way of Mayflower. That's what he calls himself, Gary Logan Jr. by way of Mayflower. He did a good job, about a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
pulling together a family reunion. And I mean, it was so, and what I liked about it, he didn't ask anybody for one dime, but everybody showed up and
Mm-hmm.
contribute in a way. And it was probably the best one we've
Yeah.
ever had. And he's really that person. Like he's really, I think, with both of y'all are definitely that community type person. Now, Kiasha, I mean, look, shit, we just done messed the names up. Anyway,
Really have.
I,
Literally, it's okay at this point.
Yeah,
they
at this
can't they
point.
can't find us on the World Wide Web anyway, because we
Well,
ain't
I
none of
hope
us
they
got our
can't.
real stuff out there, so they can try to figure it out. But no, but like you're the party planner, right? Like you like the dainty, the real cutesy stuff. Like, girl, if you just gonna go get them plates and move on,
But
Noel,
let
you
me
just
add
gonna go
this.
with the flow until somebody piss you off. Then you got you just like
Then she
whatever.
like
You
this. She done. She done.
you really is. You just laid back, ain't gonna do too
I
much.
don't want
Only thing
no
you gonna do is make
problem.
sure them football pools together. Now you gonna make
What
sure
you said.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
the one for Super Bowl because you haven't said anything for Super Bowl.
you sure ain't.
One.
Oh yeah, I gotta send that out tomorrow.
Yeah, put
Okay.
that on. That's another thing, y'all. We have a family group me chat. And,
Yeah.
and it is so full of just birthdays and what everybody's doing and the little people. Like for let's talk. I mean, Don, I don't know if I talked to you, but Don Jay, talk about what you thought about growing up us. I have a lot of thoughts about it, and I think you said it right. We're weird. I don't think anyone else is weird. I think we're the weird
So
ones.
funny.
So I wouldn't say we're the weird ones. We are it's all families don't operate like this.
Mhm.
And I think Mika spoke about her significant other. I had one who, when I brought around the family, they thought it was the best thing ever because they didn't have that type of interaction with their own
Mm-hmm.
family. So when they saw how we do it, they was like, "What? Oh my God,
Oh
y'all can!"
yeah, I know who you talking about. He was taking over our aunties and everything.
Yeah, and so I had some that was, I mean, just so fascinated with it and loved it so much because they didn't have that same experience with their own family. So I think it's a matter of how you look at it. But yeah, definitely weird. But like I say, I had maybe 5 or 6 other friends outside of my family because
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that's who friends, and I didn't do too hard trying to maintain friendships because it's like I don't need I got my real
I got my
friends.
cut.
Even when we went to college, I didn't make a whole bunch of friends outside of April to Neil, my cousins. They've just
Yeah.
always been my friends. I've never been interested in having other friends because I've always had my cousins. So I always thought it was great. I don't
Noel,
know.
what you think?
I'm with Don. Don. I have about 3 friends
Mm.
outside of these people. Then I call them these people only
Yep.
because I think Granny and she made sure that we were together because she cooked
Yeah.
3 or 4 times out of the week. And she'll
Mhm.
call and say, "Hey, I cooked." That way,
Yep.
so she can get everybody to her house.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
then now that we still do that, it's one
Yep.
of those, we going back to Granny house. We got to make sure we stay together. And I
Yeah.
Mhm.
heard of a Kent one time, he was like, "Y'all are family, y'all protect each other."
Yeah.
And
Mm.
and I do take that to heart because I don't care whether right or wrong. If
Yeah.
it's my cousin and my cousin say they didn't do it and you say they did, my cousin
They
didn't
did
do it.
didn't
You
do
Yeah.
it.
They
definitely
did.
do it.
Even though I
Yeah.
saw them do it, they did not do it.
Remember what you used to say, Noel? These eyes see everything, but they don't see nothing.
Everything. If they did not do it. I'm telling you.
Amongst the group. We're never going to let the outsiders come in and disrupt anything. Now, we
Yeah.
might
and
have,
disrupt.
just like any family, we have our
Yeah.
disagreements amongst the
Right.
group. And,
Yeah.
it might be some beef within the team, but nobody else is going to know that. And nobody else is
Right.
going to be able to come in and talk bad about us. Now, I'm going to talk bad about Kiasha and April and Lou, but ain't nobody else going to talk bad to me
That's
about them. So it's just one of those things. Yeah, we're very protective of one another.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and Don Jay,
that
you
is
just you said
absolutely
something
it.
and it made me think you dropped Tennille. That's our cousin. But Tennille is not a first cousin. Like we're all first cousins. And even when we do step outside of this group, it's still some sort of cousin. It's
Right.
really
Mm-hmm.
not. And
It
I even think
is.
about mama them, like, okay, if I think about their friends, like Mika, your mama best friend is Bora. Like it's still a
Well, yeah.
cousin. You still ain't got
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
real best
Yeah.
friend. Key, your
Yeah.
mama and Rose. You know what I mean? No, it's like, but April, I think your mom might be the only one who had one. Miss Mary, up and go. Like, you
That
know what
was
I'm
a
That's
talking
her
about.
cousin.
cousin.
Oh,
Along,
hell. See?
Actually, that's Granny like first cousin, ain't it? Ain't she Granny's first
that's a
cousin?
cut.
Well, then, that
Yeah.
just goes to show my point. So even if they had a friend, it was still It was
A
a
cousin.
cousin.
A
It was a
cousin.
cousin. So
It
yeah,
was
I'm
a
thinking about
relative in some shape or form.
Yeah.
Form,
But
right.
I think there
then
are
again,
probably
there's a
three of
lot of us
us.
too.
Yeah.
who.
Lucy, Kiana, Mika. I got to look at the screen.
Girl,
There's
we
a
done
lot of
screwed it up
us.
so much. Don't even worry about
Yeah. So there's
Now,
a
I will say, I think the people that didn't grow up in the country with us
There
might
you
have
go.
extra friends. Kiasha, may have
And
some
there you
outside
go.
friends, and whomever else didn't grow up with us had another friend group. But us that grew up in the country together, we didn't have many friends outside of our
Y'all know what
family.
G
Our
Cam told
family.
me tonight? He said
Uh,
he didn't know until he got older that we wasn't his real aunties
no, because they
because
called us ain't.
Oh,
Yeah,
because
and he
everybody's
was
Oh,
talking
auntie,
about the respect,
all the
and I
older
was like, yeah,
cousins.
because to this day, if Braylon see me, he say ain't Bird,
yeah,
Song
yeah.
yeah.
ain't Bird, and so
Reagan says
outsiders
ain't
coming
bird.
in and they're like, wait, I'm confused, and everybody is a Cuddy.
Yeah,
Everybody. So you
yeah.
have
Buddy.
y'all remember Big Granny threw her own birthday party and made all us pay for it. And she said, and it turned out like a family reunion.
Yeah.
Like, what?
She did.
She did. She
Yeah.
threw her own
She
party and made
did.
all of us pay for it. And I think when she was 9, I think she was playing with us for a while. Cause she
Yeah.
played I'm on my way to glory. And then
yeah.
And then
everybody
we all
come
fly
home.
home to
Yeah.
see her.
Yeah.
And she
We
live another,
did.
yeah,
She
yeah.
like,
And then
I'm
she been
back.
taking pictures grinning.
And
Cause
I'm
we
calling
on our way
April,
to
put the phone up
glory.
to her face. April, put the phone up to her face. Let me see her. And she, hey, oh God, I got to get home tomorrow. And Granny live another 6 months.
I know.
You ain't tricking
And
me.
Dale put it in the family message. Remember? Y'all, Big Granny
Yep, I'm
said
home.
she ain't gonna be here much
Oh, she
longer.
I'm
did.
home
Yeah.
now. If you want to
Everybody
see
Yeah, I
her.
coming
forgot
home.
all about
Big
that.
Granny said, I think Big Granny played us for 6 months. I
She
really,
did.
really, I think she did.
Well,
But
and I'm gonna tell you why. Because she always one of Granny's biggest pet peeves is people having to take off to come to a funeral and having to pay to get here to a funeral.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
So she knew all her family was gonna
She was
be
coming
here
home for the
during the
4th.
4th of July.
she
Yep.
did.
And she Granny had already planned her funeral. She knew it was gonna be on a Sunday. She knew all of this. So
Yeah.
Really?
she didn't want nobody to say they couldn't come to her funeral. They couldn't make it because normally she'll help to pay to get people here. You know how Granny was.
Yeah, and you
And
Mm-hmm.
don't never
she
know it. She'll
yeah,
slide you a 20 and you don't even know she done gave it.
that
Yeah.
Walmart called my best friend. Shit.
Who was Granny
I was gonna say
favorite? April,
that plastic. I
I
think
think you
everybody
April,
used that
still
plastic.
April,
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 you
and
the girl. I
man.
think you were Granny's favorite girl.
April, yep. April was the girl. Man was the favorite. Period. But
I think
April was
Sim
the
Yeah.
was a
favorite
favorite
girl.
too.
At
Now
one
later
point.
on in life, April became Big Granny's favorite, even over Man, believe it or not. And I've
Really?
yes, that has been spoken. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
So
Yes.
me and
Well,
we
Hmm.
had the craziest relationship.
Yeah.
I didn't let Granny get away with her nonsense.
Yeah.
Like I talk to somebody crazy, I talk to Granny crazy, and me and her look at each other. She'll put me out, and I tell her I ain't going nowhere. And then the next day she'll call me and tell me she made some soup. So
And I have been there for those. I have been there for those conversations. Leaving church on a
really?
Sunday, and you go to Granny house, and me and Reagan will walk in. We went home to change clothes, and we come up, hey, and it's war. What the hell is going on here? And April going off on Granny. I'm like, April, no, hold on, wait a minute, stop. It's war. And then the next day she called and say, I made whatever April's favorite was. That was
Mhm.
her kind of her compromise, like her olive
Yeah.
branch.
Yeah, that
I
was
yeah,
the olive
made
branch.
But
whatever.
that's how
Whichever
she
one gonna be
tricked
I'm
us, because she
sorry.
would do the younger one like that. Because my son liked rice, and she would
Hmm.
call him and say, "You know, I made you a big pot of rice."
Yeah. Yeah.
That
You
was
go up to
Granny.
Yeah,
Big
you
Granny made
remember
me some.
Jessica liked greens and
green.
soul food, and I didn't eat soul food. So every Wednesday, Big Granny would cook soul food for
Yeah,
Jessica.
For
yeah,
Jenny.
So I had
yeah.
to bring
She
Jessica
would.
up there on Wednesdays to eat soul food.
Cause you
Yeah.
had so that was
Yeah.
what she had a good way of getting.
Yeah,
She did.
yeah.
As we get older, she did a good job of just herself keeping this family together, like
Oh
for
yeah,
real,
yeah,
from the
yeah.
aunties to the uncles, um, to even how we move, how our kids are now moving as children. Even when I look at the little people, so I'm talking about Mika, your baby. I'm talking about April, y'all, that generation of kids.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I see those pictures and I be like, man, look at this. Like they're all growing up just like we did. They're growing up
Together.
cousins.
Mm-hmm.
They're growing
Yes.
up being each other's best friends,
Friends.
even if they're
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
not here. I know one of the things when Mika, your daughter came, this is when she was little, and she played with Scared of Us. Hurt my feelings.
Don't you do my girlfriend like that.
Baby, she did. And I told you, remember I said, y'all, you got to start FaceTiming us. I didn't like that when she came
Yeah.
around. She didn't, and I got it. She didn't know who we were, and that's how
Right.
we started doing it. And she don't, and she still don't pay us no attention unless we talking. She be jumping and turning cartwheels and all of that. But we do stuff like that so that we
Yeah.
Yeah.
can, and I remember
Make
Noelle,
sure we
your
know.
sister, saying she would take pictures and then created a book because Tanner
Yep.
didn't live here of
Mm-hmm.
all
Mhm.
the aunties and aunties. So I say this to people who are listening that it's possible, but we don't want to make it sound easy. It's been intentional too. We've
Right.
done
Mm-hmm.
what we
Intentional.
needed to
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
do
to do.
to make sure, key to your point, your dad brought y'all out of California on holidays to make sure that y'all knew your family, and your mom was on board with that. Like she loved
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Like your mom is, I don't even think our parents even see her as a sister. Like that's their
Mhm.
sister. Like
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Those are,
it's hard for me to even
listen,
wrap my
when,
around. Like that's Amy. Like
Yeah.
let me tell you,
that
when
ain't my
a
uncle's
Helen
wife. That's Amy.
reserved for this, when a Helen reserved for this cruise for her birthday,
You
so
knew.
I asked the travel agent, like, hey, can you send me the list of people? When I saw Aunt
Wait,
Helen's
my
name,
mama going on the water?
I said,
Yep.
Mama, you got Aunt Helen to get on a boat. She said she was never getting on a boat. And for 7 days, don't tell, I don't know if she know. If you watching Aunt Helen, it's only 3 days, girl. Don't listen to me.
She know it's 7
Yeah, cause
days.
y'all know
You
she be
know.
listening.
Okay.
It's just three, mama, just three.
Yeah.
Just 7 days. She's
And you
on a
know
7
what,
boat.
days.
Key?
And so, but my mom, she grew up. Those are her sisters. Literally,
Right.
she
Mm-hmm.
Right.
didn't have sisters. Those are her sisters. Them
And
her
here's the
girls.
truth about it.
Mhm.
And they'll whoop Junior over her.
Oh yeah.
No, for
Yeah.
real.
Definitely.
No,
For
for
real, for
real.
real.
She'll
No,
get
for
put out
Y'all
real.
before
want
she
to?
For
ever
real.
do
The
it.
audience want to talk about weird. Her key dad is the sibling, but I promise you, them aunties will whoop him,
Mhm.
and they love him. They
Let me
love that.
tell
They
you.
love their brother. That's what they call. They call him brother and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But they whoop him
Let me
over
tell you,
auntie.
I got 3 people on speed dial, and it's all literally it's y'all mamas. Literally, it's Aunt Sally, Aunt Trish, and Aunt Helen. For when he, you know. And
Uh-huh.
I
Mm-mm.
start with Aunt Sally, and she be like, I got him. Don't worry about it. If I need to, I pull in Trish. Aunt Helen is the big dog. When I call her out, that's the big dog. That's the big
You
dog
know he
right
in
there.
trouble
You
if
got
I
pull
Helen
So
out the
get
big
called.
dog.
No,
yeah, buddy. If I got to call, I don't call Uncle Kent. I don't. Those are the three. His sisters. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah.
think people have to understand. So because we make it sound easy, but
Yeah. No.
it really is. It is. It starts with our grandmother, and even before that, I think about us growing up. Like my grandma's sisters, I'm close to Aunt Dee, so I know some
Yeah.
of Aunt Dee kids listen to it because they
Mm-hmm.
would come up. We got Aunt Bernice kids, right? Well,
Yeah.
Cookie, and we're all close to them because even back then they made sure we knew. Like our cousin
Mhm.
Money, now me and Noel, your sister Molly, baby, we used to live down the Aunt Diddy's. Money told that lie that I had a driver's license and that they let me drive in Mayflower. And Aunt Didi was silly enough to believe it and let me drive that little red. She had a little escort. That's what Aunt Didi had. And I'm all done. Money time, you good? Just keep going, girl. We all down Roosevelt Road. And so you think back, even back
Yeah.
then, how
Even back
they
then.
made
Mhm.
sure that we
Mm-hmm.
knew. So people listening think, oh, y'all just close. No, it started with them, and it started with
Mhm.
them
Yeah, it
being
Mm-hmm.
did.
intentional.
Cause
The aunties, because Big Granny trapped us at her. I'm telling you, at her house, like we went
yeah,
Yeah.
nowhere. And we had
Yeah.
to be there for the four. And I
Yeah.
used to tell people, look, I gotta go home on the fourth. That ain't it's a non-negotiable. Thanksgiving, those are just non-negotiable. Then they'll take over
Mhm.
Christmas. And then when you're there, they're gonna be doing some 4 5 days that you're there. Like
yeah,
there is no room to
yeah.
do.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
That's
then the
true.
other thing is people who come and we try, somebody put them out the family, they don't leave the family.
Right.
No. They don't
They
live.
don't. They
Skip that topic. Move for fast forward.
Yeah,
Fast forward.
move
Fast forward.
fast. Move
Fast
fast.
forward.
No, they
Fast
just
forward.
don't leave the. Oh,
Fast forward.
I
Fast
don't even know who
forward.
you're talking about. And that's just anybody. That's just people.
Yeah.
And I say that to say that that's just how accepting our family is.
Yeah,
Right.
welcoming.
We really don't. I can honestly say that.
No.
When we think about judgment, we really don't judge people. We just like people. Our big granny taught us how to like people. She
Mm-hmm.
loved everybody, didn't care who you were. Big granny loved you. You can come get something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Mhm.
my thing. So when we get ready to close this up, I'm gonna go around. And what would you, and y'all know I always have to ask that question, like, because I'm conscious that people listening don't have this and they'll watch this and they'll say, man, I like the way y'all are just laughing and talking. So my question to each of you would be, why do you value this? And then if you don't have it, what would you say to someone who doesn't and want it? Don J, you used to this. We got you on the other episode. But just
Uh,
talk to people who are saying, you know what, man, I wish my family had this. And what would you say to them? And then those of us who have it, what would you say to us too?
So what I've said about even about maintaining a sister relationship, it's intentional. You have to do the work.
Yeah.
Sometimes you may be the person giving 80%, and and sometimes you the person that's giving the 20%. But you can't look at it that way. You just gotta do. You just have to do the work. A lot of people say, "Well, they don't call me, I ain't calling them." Well, if you do that, then that's how things stay divided because you
Yeah.
never know what somebody else is
Mhm.
dealing with, what their schedule is like. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not the calling person. But
Yeah.
everybody know if you call me, I'm gonna answer. Now, if you're
Yeah.
just talking about some BS, I'm gonna hang up. But I'm gonna answer.
I'm gonna
I'm
call
gonna
you
be there,
tomorrow.
but I'm never gonna be the person that's calling or reaching out. But I'm always there, and I've always let that known.
Yeah.
I'm not the best at reaching out, but I'm always gonna be there. So again, it's intention and just doing your part, whatever your part is, and you're not expecting a 50-50 from anybody. Just doing your part, whatever that may be.
Okay.
And I
Mika?
totally agree. And you say people call you a mess. That's untrue because I call you and don't have nothing to talk about, and you'll answer and you'll let me talk about nothing all the time. Just and it ain't that I call you often, but when I do, you let me talk.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
talk to
yeah,
me, and we enjoy
yeah.
it. But like you said, it is intentional, and each of us play a total different part. I feel like in
Hmm.
our group, but
Hmm.
we all make sure we work together. We that chain. We like a chain, and so I
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
think being intentional, where we meet each other where we're at,
yeah.
Yeah.
regardless of what the situation is. We just kind of meet each other where we're at, and I think if you want this, then that's what you have to do. Accept people for who they are and meet them
Yeah.
where they're at. Be intentional about having that relationship, with your
Mm.
family.
All right. Key?
And I think to everyone's point, that's it. Be intentional and have kind of like Don said, empathy. We all have lives. We have families.
Yeah.
Life is moving.
Mm-hmm.
But don't get so caught up in the, well, you didn't call me, so I'm not gonna call you, or you ain't reached out to me, so I'm not gonna reach out to you. I think it's just one of those, you just create an environment where you're
Mm.
intentional
A
about
safe space, yeah.
connecting, and yeah, a safe space, and keeping the connection. We have a group chat, and even if we don't talk about nothing,
Yeah.
and there are some days where we don't talk about nothing, and somebody might chime in like, hey, I ain't talked to y'all today, what's
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
on?
After
Because
about
we're
3 or 4
gonna,
days.
Mhm.
yeah, we're gonna connect, and it's just to say how you doing, just checking in, making sure you
Mhm.
good. I love you. Like,
Yep.
Mhm.
you need anything, I got
Right.
you. Like
Right.
Yeah.
and so I think that's it. It's just being intentional.
Yep.
Noel, you gonna
Well,
close
I
us
think
out?
I can, but I think they wrapped it up very well.
Yeah.
You have to be intentional. You have to want it.
Yeah, want
And
it.
even if the other person, they don't, that's fine. But you've tried. You have
Yeah.
to put that step forward to show, hey, this is what I want because
Mhm.
I have relationships with just about
Yeah.
all my family members. I text them and
Mm-hmm.
I have to, one of my cousins, I got to start back texting them tomorrow. She told me, she was like, hey, you stop texting me. I'm like, okay, you're right. I did. So you have to want it. You have to try. And when you put effort in, sometimes other people will put that effort in
Yeah.
also. And
Yeah.
like y'all said, it doesn't have to be 50-50.
Yeah.
It because
Mhm.
some people don't have that other 50 to give because they don't
Mhm.
have the time. So
Yeah.
be intentional, want it, and love them.
So I'm not
Love
going to
bomb.
end it tonight. You've heard Mika, you've heard Don J, you've heard Key, and you had Noel. And y'all, this is my cousin crew. I love these crazy people, and I think they said it best. It is each one of you being a given element. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this episode of the Living Room Podcast, the dialogue series Living Cousins. All right, until next time, we're out. And can y'all wait before y'all start doing something silly?
I
All
Bye.
right,
look,
peace.
Oh,
I
my
already
drink
started.
gone.
Cheers. Happy Black History Month.